Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Lose control. My body and soul. Break your neck. I lose control. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Lose control. My body. Break your neck. I lose control. Let's get it started in here. Alright, let's lock in. Let us lock in. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Just wanna personal best. The guy's record I'm trying to beat is ridiculously set long ago, but that does not mean it's not good. There's a reason it hasn't been beat for 16 years. It's ridiculous. But I'm getting close, I'm getting better. I'm looking at his lines, I'm learning. The kind of premise is just to take really tight lines. It's kind of hard, but it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. Like this one here, he takes so tight. I didn't even realize you could go in that far to the wall. But I do think I found a spot where I can gain time on him. So it should be really interesting to see if I can do that. But my biggest worry right now is this first turn. He got a really nasty first turn where he went way wider than I generally did and slid into the turn, which is the one difference that I do to him. So I'm gonna have to practice the first turn a little bit. I need a 53.06 to beat the world record, which might seem like a lot of time, but I've only been going for this for a little bit, and I'm already kind of close. I see potential time gain and stuff, so I think it'll be doable. I just need to lock in. I have a few breaking points measured out on this track, but I might change them a bit. But it'll be very interesting to see if his lines change anything. I've already gained a bit of time there, as you can see, from using his start. But I do not know if, like, yeah, look, there's already time gain, and I'm just using his start. But I do feel like I slid out. I do feel like I can gain time in some other areas, which would be very interesting. But I gotta stop messing up the start. I just gotta get runs in deep. Jesus, I cannot afford to. Cannot afford to be wasting time on this man. But yeah, so 53 is the time to beat. I've got about a half-second gain in the start alone, as you can see. I'm gonna try his method. He goes very wide and slides into the corner. The only thing is I gotta learn when to feather my feather the accelerator correctly, because if I don't feather the accelerator correctly around the corner, I'll slide out, and he oftentimes does a lot more feathering than he does braking. Like this here, like that's a bad example, but the guy who got the record like 16 years ago, he was really good at feathering his boosts and timing stuff, which is whereas I'm just fucking a retard right here. I can't even believe I can't get a run through. But a big thing, a misconception about the record is that you cannot just grind rail the wall. That's cheating. But you have to do like basically a contactless run where you can't really hit any walls. Now obviously it's not like strict as hell, but you don't want to just be abusing the wall. But what's nice to see is though this is my personal best, and I am keeping up with it, so should be interesting. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. We're good. Yeah. Let's lock in. Let's lock the fuck in. I need to. I want to get. My goal for today is to cut off around 0.6 or 7 of a second. If I can do that, I'll be very happy. I see the way forward, and I'm getting better at this track the more I play. And if I could beat the record, that'd be very, very cool. However, I need to learn the breaking point for the first slide here. I need a perfect slide. The record goes very wide here, whereas my personal best, I took a very inside line, which is where I'm struggling. It's gonna take me a few minutes. I have a breaking point here kind of set before, but I might need to change it a bit, considering that I'm changing my line and I keep fucking it up, which is not ideal. I need to get past the, start, but now, too early. Yeah, if I can get the perfect start, I'm pretty good at the rest of the track, and I can just coast through. But obviously, as my time gets better, I'm going to need to risk a lot more. But right now, I just want to get a few runs through and grease out the knots and warm up. So that's what I don't want. At the end of that turn there, I kind of slid out. Not good. Alright, I'm going to try his line here. You went really slow. Oh, I definitely see the difference in that. That is faster. However, I could be wrong. See, I can't compare ghosts in this game with other games, as in like in the newer games where you can download someone's ghost online and try to like compare lines, because it's way too old. But in his one, I feel like his ending wasn't great. I feel like the end is such a big turn, you can just do one big snow slide, and I feel like maybe that's a bit of time gain I could squeeze out. But it's so, I don't know, waste time doing something bad when I could just copy his lines. But maybe it's good to experiment instead of just being a bum and stealing his lines. I've gotten this far without them. But mad respect to him. He did this like fucking years and years and years ago, and I don't understand how they were so good at the game back then. They were probably using a wheel, which makes things a bit easier as far as I understand. I am on controller, but yeah, I'm trying to beat Hollow One's time. I've gotten close in a few other tracks, but actually I don't know. I presume Hollow One's is the world record, but that's the fastest I could find without like someone cheating and hitting the walls. But it's so long ago that it's like maybe it's my bad quality, but I'm struggling to see his lines and stuff. But I'm gonna try to implement some of my own, some of his. I have no idea if there's like tricks to it. I was messing around with the gears earlier on. I thought I found something cool where if you keep gears coming out of corners, so instead of like just trying to get around corners as fast as you can and like visually play the game, if you try to hold the gear coming out of the corner, like so keep a certain speed throughout the corner, so you keep second gear, you're instantly faster, obviously, because you've kept second gear and you can just zoom off then. But I don't know if that's like a mechanic I should be really looking at, or if I should just be trying to go as fast as possible and just visually use the lines. I'm playing kind of dookie right now, though. I'm not playing my best, but you must played GT4 if you know who Hollow One is. It's pretty cool. But I know it says trying to be a 16-year-old record. I say it will take me a long time, but I can do a few streams and see if I can get close. Just trying to have a positive outlook on it. Yeah, if you have any tips for if you're better than me on how you did it, let me know, because I have no idea. His lines are so precise and pure. Like, even if I don't beat his time, if I get close to it, I'll be happy. But obviously, the goal is to be I feel like I have maybe potentially scouted a few places for time gain, but I don't know. I don't know if it like pays off in the end. Like in that turn there, he breaks a lot, but then that might make this turn here easier for him. And I really don't. I'm really unsure as to what approach I should be taking to improve on him, but the goal right now is to try and match him. That's what I've got. But considering I cannot get this start nailed down, is not ideal. Not ideal. But it is what it is. My old start method was just take the line as kind of as sharp as possible, but in his one he kind of drifts into it like that, which is kind of from what I've watched out of his gameplay, it's kind of unorthodox from his other lines. Generally, like on this turn here, he goes way tighter than me, which I am going to try now replicate. But even I slow a bit. But yeah, on this turn here, he breaks a shit ton. I can't even speak right now, a shit ton. So I'm gonna try and maximize that and only break a bit, but as you can see, I've now cheated and hit a wall, so I have to fucking restart. Yeah. So he just gets way more of a spinny spin than me there, but I have some better times on some other tracks with the snow, but I don't know why I just recently started he says it's essentially, he did use Schuch 2. I presume DS2 is the Schuch 2 controller. I don't know what one I have. I have a Cipon, Cipon. He says it's essentially perfect. Yeah, it looked pretty good, but hey, someone's gotta try. Someone's gotta try. I'm gonna try some of his dirt ones later on, because I am better at dirt than snow. Like the time I have here, this 55, I literally started playing today and got that. I haven't been grinding this, but I'm just playing so dookie right. I can't concentrate. But what's the? He did use DS2. What's the difference between using DS2 and something else? Do you know? Do you know? Does DS2 make a big difference? Because I will not be buying DS2, whatever that is, but it might help me understand how he did it. It's just OG PS2 controller. Does that make it harder or easier? I use currently the button mapping R1, L1 for accelerate and decelerate, and the analog stick to steer. I heard Daniel Schmidt, I presume if you know Hollow One, I presume you know Daniel Schmidt. He uses the arrow keys, but he doesn't do dirt or what am I doing, man? I can't concentrate. He doesn't use dirt or he doesn't really do much dirt or ice, but I stop making stupid mistakes. I'm not even driving like anyway good, but I'm not sure what I really should be using. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but when I use the other analog stick for accelerate and decelerate, when I like move it up and down, the thing I have noticed is because I can like do 50%, 50% like acceleration and deceleration. What am I doing? It does help with regulating through the corners and stuff, but it's like kind of inconsistent for me to use. I don't know what I should be using, but I think I figured the start out, which is great news. I hate video games when I used to speedrun some other shit. I always hated getting start blocked, where I just like be resetting over and over. I can't do that. I can't brake around the corner. I gotta brake and then do the corner. I'm trying to do too much here. Trying to be too fancy. Trying to be too fancy. Okay, we're sucking diesel now. We are sucking diesel. Eee, don't touch the wall. Alright, let's try this. Proper fucking break it up. I didn't turn it off. I'm ahead though, I'm ahead. Alright, let's be a cheeky boy and small break that. Hit the wall a smidge. I'll keep going just to see if I can get some practice on the end. This is dirt, but he also breaks here. This is the one spot I felt like there might be a potential time gain. Is that turn, he breaks a lot. Only person I've seen come close and beaten Hollow 1 and Rally in Snow is Pro Drive GT and Zoki. I can't lie, I'm not an OG, but I've played this game since I was like 8 or whatever. I'm 18 now, but I don't know who Zoki. I think I've heard of Pro Drive GT, but I don't know. What times do they have? Do they have like close to him, or is there a big gap? Because I feel like I literally started playing today. Like I literally play this game every so often, hop on and grind. But I started playing today, got 55.1. I feel like I can improve this by at least a little bit, a good bit. I don't know. Hopefully I get better over time, but this is gonna be more of a progression to try match his time to an extent than obviously just logging on today and beating it. It's way too good for that. But I'm not locked in. Not locked in for what it needs to be. But yeah, if you have any advice on how to get better on snow, I would of course 100% fucking take it. Because my dirt is pretty good, but my dirt is like all or nothing behavior. Like it's like I kind of full send everything. But I find on snow when I try to do that, I just like, I don't even know. But I was always curious, do dirt and snow actually have like the same physics? Or is it just like they have different physics? But because like they're both slidey surfaces and this is an old game, so maybe they just changed the color texture. I don't know. But yeah. And also, is there like, I don't know if you've ever played Trackmania, but is there like, Zoki's on an old GT database sites. Noble Times where is 233 on S10 clean. I can't lie, I don't know what the fuck S10. Oh, is S10 the dirt one in the Grand Canyon with is it the Audi Quattro? I think it was. I think I have if that's the one I'm thinking of, I think I have a 236 on that track with that. But I can improve it, but like they're way ahead of me. Like they once again have like, oh, like I don't even know how to describe it. They just have insane control, which, as you can see, I don't have the consistency for, but we can get there. Takes time. But yeah, I've not been playing this game half as long as these guys. So I want to learn. I just really struggle with the idea that, like, wait, hold on, we have something special here. We have something wee bit special here. I'm kind of, I've thrown, no! Fuck, I had something special. I remember looking at some of the old databases for the times, and they just seemed absurd to me. Absurd, but my dirt and ice is definitely better than my normal driving. Like, I can actually get like a pretty good time on a license with the normal driving, but it'll take me a lot longer. I think one of my better times is on the Suzuki. I think I'm just yapping at my hole here at this point. Is to be honest, I only really do retro achievement times on emulator. I mostly only try to go fastest time. The fastest time you can get on that the game allows. I got a 49.528. Sheesh. And you mean like that's a TAS run, tool assisted, or do you mean like you're just like that cracked but it doesn't count, it's on because it's on emulator or something? Also, I think this stream is like delayed is like by like 10 seconds, so I apologize. I'm not I for gore dirty. I don't know what you mean by I for gore dirty. Is he like a player or something? But I have not been playing this game long enough to be genuinely trying to challenge this, but if I can get close to it, I'll stay pushing to try get near him. The thing I'm most impressed by him is his ability to feather around the corners and then know when to like put the foot down. That's where I find I like kind of spin out sometimes. I also have that bad habit of just like fucking not full sending corners, but I like it's so much more fun to full send corners and take these tight lines like here. I like fucking. Oh no! Hit the wall. That's a 55 though. I hit the end. Not cleanly done. You mean like you were like just fucking yeah, grind railing the wall. Yeah. Still grind. That's still a fast ass time with grind railing, but or at least I'm gonna call it grind railing. I don't know what the GT4 term is, but yeah. If I hit a wall, I'm like probably gonna reset. If it's like a little wee bump, I will. But if I get like a 53 point something, I'll just completely reset every time I hit a wall. But I'm not that good yet or that close. Yeah. Still though, like each their own. When I first started, thought the grind rail like was like super fun. Do you emulate any other games? Oh, fucking get around the corner, bruv. I don't really play video games anymore. Like, this is my first time playing GT4 in probably like 2 months. I'm just bored as fuck on my holidays, so I was like, let's boot it up. But it's like I was watching a record. Like he just has like the corner wheel around the turn the entire time, and it's just like I can definitely gain on that big ass turn there though. But I'm like curious if in other games, like other racing games, there's strategies for the gears. There's strategies for like if you're drifting or going in a straight line, you accelerate faster, as in like if you initiate a drift. I'm just curious if that could be like brought into some of these older games, because these older games obviously like no one really knew about them back then, as in like that this stuff was like possible. But I feel like if it was, these people would probably know already. But it's kind of a dead game, so no one really talks about how the techniques for driving are done. Like if I didn't know these guys had like faster times than me, I wouldn't try and improve these. But the fact that like the videos are there, of course I have to try. But yeah, like, I feel like the analog stick, if you could get good at it using the analog stick for accelerating and decelerating, it would just be a change gamer, uh, game changer even. Do you mean stuff like shifting? I don't know what shifting is, but I presume it's like maybe you have a keyboard or something and you just like can instantly shift the car in manual, as in like it's faster than the automatic, so like when you need to go up or down gear it just does it like instantly or something maybe. Yeah, but if that's what that like you mean by that, then yeah, I mean stuff like shifting. Oh, what am I doing? I need to log in. But I was actually thinking about that myself. I was thinking like maybe manual might be slightly faster because you can change gears, or even maybe you can preserve gears when you go through the corner by if you just don't change gear, you you can keep the gear, and then obviously you can come out of the turn faster. Because I don't really know how cars work, but I presume if you stay in a higher gear, you accelerate kind of faster. But don't touch the wall. Ah, I think that's okay. I need to brake earlier. I'm drifting out there. I am drifting out. You shift while hitting the emergency brake button at the same time. Watch West Roads if you want to see what's happening. Yeah, I've never heard of this stuff. Like, thank you for informing me on that. You shift while hitting the emergency brake button at the same time. What does that do? Does that like give you a boost, or does that fucking make you change gear faster or something? That sounds extremely not convoluted. It just seems like that's one of the things that takes years to master to get them extra points, like ones. Is that what Hollow One does in his record? That is the sort of stuff I'm talking about, bro. I'm new here. I don't know what the fuck shifting is. But the more I can learn, the more I can improve. Obviously, the better. I'll eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. I gotta get out of the bad habit of braking around the corner. You don't brake while drifting. It just slides you out. There's literally no point to it. That's way too early. My start was pretty shit in this run. I don't know where I gained time, to be honest. But I will watch West Roads. Thank you. I'll have a look into that. Is that done on Juster, or is that like all road surfaces in GT4? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, I keep forgetting, man. Got a brake on that corner. In my monkey brain, it's just so programmed to try to take full blast like this here. It's like, fuck me, it doesn't work. Like, it's so much fun to do, it's just not faster. It's not faster. Like, it's so much fun to do full speed, but it just isn't faster. Obviously, I hit the barrier there a bit, though. Also, what's the quality like? I've never really streamed before, so I don't know. I'm just streaming off my phone. Is it like watchable, or how is it? And should I like turn off the ghosts because it's kind of blurry, or what's the story? Morning Glories. Let me know. This will probably be like my first and last ever stream if I don't get an improvement. Because I literally I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream this today and see what happens. And I was decided I'm gonna warm up like a smidge before and get a nice time. That set that as the base goal. I got the 55.1. I was like, hey, that's pretty good. And now I just have an obvious lead and I can't convert on it. I early break. I was a bit much, but don't wait the wall. Skips the weight when shifting up. Basically, really only works on cars with crappy gearboxes. Also, stream looks good. Oh, thank you for stream looks good. And what's crappy? Yeah, something like I presume there's probably like a spreadsheet somewhere that someone's made for which cars it works on. But that is very interesting to know, and that is interesting to learn for that one dirt record. I think it was the IA 22 or the IS 22 or whatever it was, the Dirt Canyon one with the Audi Quattro. Because again, this is me not knowing about cars, but the Audi Quattro does not seem like a bulletproof perfect car, so maybe that might be something I can look into for that one. I can use that to improve my time. Is that like a minor change, or like is that like instantly noticeable once you start doing it? And is that like upshifting and downshifting? But I'm very interested to try because I've never played a game really with manual. Ah, Jesus. I've generally just gone automatic, but I would definitely be down to try use the R2 and R3 triggers. I feel like it wouldn't be too bad, but I just have to learn when I'm actually meant to be upshifting and downshifting. Because as well, I'm only 18, so I don't have much experience driving cars. I wouldn't be able to tell off real life, never mind in a video game when the braking or changing gear point is. I get the gist, obviously, like you get to a certain revs or like you just put the foot down, clutch, change gear, but I would change everything. Oh yeah, you said IA12. Or was it IA12? Yeah. IA12 was the super duper. I'm still mixed with how my start is. But at least what is nice is having a bad start means I can get lots of runs through. Only upshifting on license before like 0.4 seconds faster. Well, I'll have a look at that. I shall have a look. I do need to up my my normal driving game because I'm not bad, but I need to gain like a level of understanding that's better. For some reason, I'm just like really good at the Nürburgring and I can't brake while turning. I'm really good at Nürburgring and is it Laguna Seca? No. Oh, what's the Monaco one? It's got a different name though. They don't call it Monaco. They call it. I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called, but the Monaco track and the Nürburgring I'm really good at because I play them a lot. But I was looking at the records on them, and I think I'm like, for the F1 car, I'm like 30 seconds behind or something, which isn't too bad. Nah, is it 30 seconds? It could have been less. I can't remember. I think I could have been like above the minute barrier that they were below. But I was just like, Jesus. Like, I think I could keep up for them for like T1 on the Nürburgring. Côte d'Azur. Only on my Gran Turismo era right now. Like, if you only just started playing recently, did you do like other racing games like Colin McRae and stuff? Also, yeah, Côte d'Azur. I'm kind of cracked on. But another track I'd be interested in that I love grinding is what is it? I can't remember the name. Jesus, is it City Diarrhea? Could be City Diarrhea. It's the really city one with like there's houses either side, and then you go through like alleyways and shit. There's one of those licenses with like an Alfa Romeo that I really love. I'm not the best at it, but I'm not bad. I have quite a nice time. But that might be another interesting one with the upshifting and downshifting. Or sorry, just the upshifting, because that car also doesn't seem like it's the best car ever. But because I was looking at maybe that's where they're gaining on me. But again, that just adds a whole new level of intricacy. But I am up for the challenge. Also, how did you find this? It's like the one stream I did before. I like had the most random people come in and be like, "Yo, were you like?" I mean, they were asking me about like completely different things. There's nothing to do with racing, and he was just come in and be like, "Yo, Hollow One, you know all the tracks." It's like, did you just find this randomly, or was it like, "Yo, I want to find some racing streams to watch"? But yeah. Alright, let's fuck this corner up. Let's get that's shit. I'm gonna have to rewatch how he did that corner. I'm gonna have to I wonder if taking this full speed is faster. I don't know, because you can do it. Oh shit. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I was curious because I was like, man, he just popped up and he knows right away. Yeah, I was curious if you knew where the 49.8 was, because I thought maybe that was non-grind railed, and I was like, bro, if he's got 49.8 or whatever the time was, I was like, no, I can't beat that. Like 2 seconds right now seems kind of doable, considering that I have a really bad start and I need to implement some more of his lines. But like a 6 second gap, I was like, no, I can't do all that. But yeah, I was trying to find something that there isn't much out there on this game, which is really not weird. I suppose it's an old game, which is like totally viable. But I thought there'd be more documentation of like the world records and stuff. Oh shit! I hit the fucking wall. Little love tap. Alright, let's get this corner. Nope, I fucked it. I'm also curious if driving on this little edge here is kind of faster without hitting the wall, because I see him doing it around some corners and he's like basically like, I don't even know how to describe it. He's just like, he just cracked as fuck. I was making such good progress until I turned my phone camera on to start recording. I just hit a wall. Yeah. Stop hitting the wall. I might take a break from this at some point and try some other tracks and licenses. I might also have to turn off the stream to watch his run again, because I'm doing stupid shit like this fucking turn. I should not be slingshotting like that. At least I don't think. If he's not doing it, it does not seem to be faster. If it was faster, he'd be doing it. That's what I'm kind of learning. Yeah, that does seem to be the play. Just getting really close to the edge. Yee. We didn't touch the wall. Early break. Oh, like I'm too wide here. I need to get the ding dink. The dink donk. There's actually, I think, yeah, the other ice track I have a pretty good time on. But that was when I grinded the game a bit more and I was better. Like back then I was better on the ice than I am now. I just, for some reason, really didn't like this track. But the other ice track I have a pretty nice time on, but it's got, I think, a kind of big mistake on it. I just had like a really nice part. So I might try that one as well, but that track, in my opinion, is even harder than this one. But it'll be interesting to see if I, after playing ice for a little bit, if I can just go over there and demolish my time. I think this is probably like the longest I've ever played ice for. Ah, I'm playing buns. I'm playing like buns. Yeah. I might, I'm gonna have a little experiment. I'm gonna switch to the 2 analog sticks for accelerate and decelerate. See how that turns out. Oh, you know what though? Making a 1 or 2 wee little mistakes, but you know what though? That might be the biggest lead I've had in a while. Let's lock in, and they slide out as soon as I say that. That's perfect. Hey, we have a lead around the corner though. Come on, let's lock in. And I fucked it. That is just blatant fucking. Hey, hold on though. And I've fucked up. I lost all my speed there, and I've misjudged the ball. But hey, first time on analog stick. First time on analog stick. We're making progress. So I'm gonna stick to this for a little bit. Change it up. See if I can pull through with the analog stick. Might be the new meta. I feel like though it would be so much easier if like you had either A, steering wheel, because you can do like 50% steering, or B, and I've fucked up, too much speed loss, I can't be doing this, man. Or like foot pedals, which is obviously way too far and too fancy, but if you could do like 50% like speed with putting your foot down, that'd be pretty cool. Progress though, progress. Getting better times. It might not be ridiculous. Would it be ridiculous? It might not be ridiculous to switch from the analog stick braking to, or not analog stick braking, from analog to buttons for certain parts if I find certain parts easier. But the only thing I am finding with the analog stick right now is it's way easier to feather your, I keep calling it boost from Rocket League. It's not fucking Rocket League. Feather your boost around the corner, which is one thing I was struggling with, so let's go. Oh, that would have been a good start. For me, the analog stick is too responsive. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I literally can't decide right now which I prefer. The only thing I do know from, I don't know if I've said before, I don't know if you know the game called Trackmania, but in Trackmania you are advised to use the buttons, because unlike the R2 or L2 triggers or like the analog stick, the acceleration is instant. So like, in other words, there's like that split second that you have to take for your analog stick to push up fully, because the buttons are instant, like you just gain time everywhere. While it is not massive, but if you press a button, the button's pressed. But with the analog stick, you have to go up and down. But I'm going slightly faster with the analog stick, so. Oh, I might understand it now. However, this turn now is bad. So that's the thing, you can't like actually drift. That's what I used to love about the ice, is like you drifted around the corners, but after watching Hollow 1, he just like breaks, goes around the corner, breaks. Which is just like kind of sad that it's faster, but if it's faster, it's faster. So I'm having to change up how I play, because I generally prefer to just do like crazy drifts and stuff. Like here, if I was to play normally, I'd just go like proper drift, but that's not like, see when I drift, I'm still drifting at the end, whereas he like has his car straight and he's just accelerating. But it is what it is, I guess. I might have to go get a bit of water in a minute. This radiator is way too hot right now. I did not want to take off my jumper. See, when I do a bit of this, a bit of that, it doesn't work. But yeah, I might try to see if I can just gain 0.1 and then take a small break. That's the thing, you can't do that either. But the one thing I feel like with the feathering is, oh, I can't break and slide, man. I can't break and slide. Ay. You cannot break and slide. The words of a wise man. Cannot break and slide. But see, I can even gain time just off that. Oh, hold on, we are sucking diesel now. I locked the fuck in. And I've fumbled, but we've the lead. See, I tried to see. That's what he did. I feel like that's what he did. Oh yeah, you can't full speed that. I feel like that's what he did. Just like full slow down for that. But I'm way faster when I don't slow down. Harm. I wonder if there's differences between like NTSC versions of the game and PAL as well, like the older video games. Like I know, for example, I used to speedrun Ratchet and Clank, and the differences between the games were like drastic. To like whole glitches you could do, to fucking other things. See, when you actually drift in this, it just, you can't keep the speed. You can't keep the speed. And I think my start was so bad. I'm ahead of my start every time. It's just this one corner I lose so much on. You know, fuck Hollister. I'm gonna do my own. No, my own way don't work either. We're going back to the Hollister. I apologize, my goat. I'll never question you again. Ah, too little. Should break more now. My position. NTSCJ has faster cars than S11 and S16. Do you know what S I'm doing right now? Is this one of the S ones? Because I have no idea, but I'm stupid. NTSCJ is just NTSC Japan. But to be honest, I'm not at the point where it's gonna really matter. I think I can definitely improve already without trying to do crazy shit. I don't need to be looking into this little stuff. I just need to lock in and get this run done. Oh fucking hell! See, that's the thing with this turn here. I'm ahead, but I'm just doing too little. Yeah, no, I can't even slingshot. I'm playing stupid. I'm playing stupid. Yeah, I might need to go get some water. My brain isn't braining anymore. My brain is not braining. My brain is not braining. I might have to have a cheeky peek at his record again. Ah, again, braking while drifting. I'm actually so surprised I've stagnated. I haven't PB'd for the hour. It's literally took me like I think half an hour to get, and now I'm just being a brain dead silly billy. Also, I cannot believe that was set 16 years ago. That is crazy. That's like literally, that's actually crazy. What? Like, the fact that it was set 16 years ago means I was literally 2 years old, maybe like even one still, when this record was set. Like, no one beating it for 16 years is crazy. I don't know if I've, like, that's a long ass record for. I know there's a good few, like, there's some that's 17 years old, but just this one in particular. Like, I've heard of records lasting a long time in video games, but like, for a game that's still to this day pretty popular, like GT4, it's crazy for it to still be like not beaten. Yeah. Until today, 16 years until today, I'll bring Hollister out of GT4 retirement. Like, the fact that it hasn't even been beaten by Hollister after like 6. I know he probably doesn't play this like anymore. I know he uploads videos, or at least the last time I checked, he like had some still uploading. But like, I know he probably hasn't played this track in like Lord knows how long. But still, like, you think like even he would have broke it like between now and then. And another problem I'm having is because I'm being such a bum at the start, I'm not getting enough attempts to the end to try improve. Okay, I'm gonna try his method with braking and then going. See, when I brake, I gather too much speed. But when I just full send that corner, I don't know. Decisions. But yeah, I think the goal right now should just be, it doesn't need to be perfect, just get to the end and improve. Yeah. Like, how the fuck were they so good back then? Like, these guys have been playing Gran Turismo for longer than I've been alive. That's pretty fucked up to think about. I don't know how he does this turn. I was actually pretty good at it earlier on. Like, felt like I was getting the speed out of the corner. And now I'm just being a bum. Mainly because of documentation being lost. Many of Acro's GT3 times, which were set in 2002 or something. Damn, 2002? I don't know who Acro GT3 is, but I'll have a look at him as well. You're dropping mad lore here. Same, yeah, like, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Like, 2002 is 5 years older than me. Like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Daniel Schmidt though is a legend. He's like, I think a year older than me, and he's just fucking cracked out his mind. Like, I know I don't play this game anywhere near as much as he does, but even if I did, like, I don't think I'm getting close to him. Like, I'd literally play this game like once every 2 months. I might start playing it more because I want to improve. But mostly know of this shit because of number 4-wheel drive in our GT Go, mostly in GT2. Yeah, and does Nimbus like still stream and like be active in Discords and stuff? He'd be dropping mad lore, is he? I've sadly never played GT2 or GT3 or GT1 or like I think there's like other than like GT6, which I've played like a few times off my brother's PC. I've never played this. I've never played any really GT games before. I used to speedrun in like Mario Kart Wii. I used to be pretty cracked, but I just fucking I don't even know. That's pretty cool that like these people are still active. Most of them seem from Brazil though, which is like there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like so bizarre. Like I never would like if you. Like, I've seen a few some of the older like YouTube channels just have like Brazil in them, like the name, and it's just Brazil, and I'm like, what is their obsession with GT4, man? It's really cool to see, but it's just like, eh? Too much speed. But I still think this game holds up to this day. Like it's fucking ridiculous. I need to go get water. I need to fucking stop playing for a few minutes. It's like when I played fucking. There's another game I speedrun. I can't think of it. I got pretty good at it too, but I just play and then I just hit mental blocks. I just fucking just get so hot in here. Palms are sweaty. Yeah. I'm fucking YOLOing this corner and hold on, let's lock in. This is not locked in behavior. We stay going though. Yeah, my start was so bad. I just got a few good turns. My end was pretty alright though. I feel like I can gain a second off my start alone, but after this run, I'm gonna watch Hollister's world record again and see what mystical dark arts this guy was shitting. I feel like he braked a lot on this corner as well, which obviously I ain't gonna question the GOAT. Okay, hold on. Alright, now we full send. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe I inch out PB. No! I locked in for 1 second and I fucking tied PB basically. Fuck. I was actually not bad last time. That's the thing in, like, he breaks on that turn and I just full send it. Like, I just drift it out. Dude, no. Rip, yeah, rip, man. God darn. If I can get under, like, I don't know, even though it's 2 seconds on a 1 minute track, which is a lot of time, I know my start is shit. I have much to learn. I feel like I can, over time, I could get close to his time. Obviously, I'm not beating that shit, but I can try. I have such a lead. I have like a half-second lead over my PB here, but this turn here is just fucking. It's fucking me in the ass, man. Like here, I can't be sliding out at the end of my turn. I just can't. It's not good. Hold your horses, though. I am ahead. Oh, and of course I just fucked up the entire thing. Hey, I'm ahead. Oh, hold on. Hold your horses. I didn't full send. I'm so shit. I am so shit. That should have been a PB easily. I've tied it twice. Fuck. That should have been easily a PB. I just pussied out at the end. Thought I could save it. Damn. Fuck. I hope if I PB, like, if I could get like a second PB, like a whole 1 second PB, I would be like, I'll be here for the rest of the night. I will not give up then, but that's infuriating. That's a pretty nice run though. This turn, like, that's what I don't understand about this turn. I did it differently, and my PB didn't catch up with me. And there were still mistakes in that. Alright, hold on. I have an idea. I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea. Alright, let's fucking tear this turn and let's see if it works. Nah, I have too much speed. Gonna hit the barrier. Darn. Gosh golly darn. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna watch Hollister's run. I'm gonna see what he did. Going to see what he did. Also, I need to stop calling him Hollister. His name is nothing like Hollister. It's Hall 01. Hall 01 12A, was it? I think it was 12A, his record. Nope. 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 What track is this? Fuck. I'm so goofed. I'm so geeked. I don't know what this is. Track this is. What track is this? Is it? It's IA 12. No, it's 22 or 12. Here we go. 53.060. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Why is it 144p, bro? We are watching. So he goes there. Yeah, his start is like so pure. And I can't even load. Oh, my Wi-Fi is so bad. I can't even load a 400p video. Wait, yeah, okay. One thing I noticed he does is oh, it's so clean. Oh wow, he drifts out of that. Shit. Now this is the important turn here. How does he do this? He brakes. See, I don't know if that's fast. Is that? Yeah, no, that is faster. Wow. Actually, yeah, I'm wrong. He doesn't brake a lot on that turn. I'm just geeked out of my mind. I'm capping. That is nice. I still feel it though. I feel like there's room for improvement. But this part here. Oh, you know what though? Actually, I've been given light. I see what I have to do. I understand it now. I understand it now. I see what he did there. I see, says the blind man. IA 12, yeah, man, I need to lock in, bro. I need to lock in. I'm gonna go get some water, and then I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Take it back, swing it back. Swing it back, bring it back. I have returned. I've returned gloriously. I have returned. Okay. Is the stream still good? Anyone let me know if the quality is good, if it's still working. I'd appreciate it. It's locking and I see the way. I see what's gonna be done. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. You are a star. You are a star. Went and got some water, I'm a bit refreshed. Eyes are peeled. Let's do this. Let us do this. Yeah, so one thing I've seen him do is he doesn't go from again, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm gonna presume it's a good thing. He doesn't go directly. Oh, gee, I need to lock in this first turn. But he doesn't go directly from braking to accelerating. He leaves like a gap in between. And Jesus, I go for 2 seconds and I can't make the first turn. I look like a fucking novice. Ah, darn. Darn. Alright, let's try this. Too late. Stream lagging more than usual, but just visually. I will try to fix. Potentially. My brother could be doing something. Hopefully that might have made it better. Yeah. I need to lock the fuck in. I'm locked. It's such a shit turn from me. What I might try to do is as well, I don't know if this would be a good idea. Fuck it. Don't know if it'd be a good idea, but I might see if I can pause his video on certain times and see what his like sections are for each time, like how fast he is, and then maybe just me, since I usually lag when yeah, potentially I do lag as well when I go on streams. I live in the back arse of a countryside, so fucking my Wi-Fi is dookie. I can't complain though. I have a roof over my head and I'm healthy, so I cannot complain. What part of the world are you from? If it's not leaking too much information, I don't want to not DDoS you, but I don't want to pressure anyone into saying where they're from. But I'm from Ireland. Don't know if there's ever been a GT4 player from Ireland. South Africa. That is so cool, man. What? That is wow. South Africa. And shit. I know some rugby players from South Africa. I don't play rugby myself, but all my friends do, and the African teams come over to Ireland to play rugby, and it's the coolest thing ever. We go drinking after with them as well. I'd love to play rugby with them, but man, I could play and I'd be fine. I'm fit enough, but Jesus, the injuries I see people coming out with, it's like, no, not for me. But That is sick. South Africa. This is the one good thing about streaming is I get to meet people from fucking like everywhere. I was talking to someone from the Netherlands the other day. It was actually so heartwarming. If you want to look, I uploaded my first ever YouTube short there, and oh, I fucked up. I didn't break. No, wait, it might be PB. PB. Woo! It's a 5. Oh, they're scamming me. They're scamming me. They've edged me. They've edged me. Oh, fuck. They've edged me. Shit. Yes, edged. Darn, 007 though. That's tough as biscuits though, surely. I totally forgot I had to break on that turn. I don't know what was wrong with me. It was the last turn there, and I generally full send it, but not full send. I generally don't. Oh, my old intuitions came over me where I love to just full speed it. Darn. Hey, PV though. I can't complain. That's another 0.1 closer. I only need only need to hold what 1.87 seconds. Fuck. Darn. At least that's like an easy time save. Nice though. I'm that one guy that doesn't care much about rugby. Yeah, I don't like care too much about, but that's like all I know about African people really. That sounds kind of bad. Obviously, I know more than that they like rugby, but they come up and we go drinking a bit and whatever. Great people though, always the nicest people. It's so cool when we exchange jerseys and stuff as well. What other than video games are you into anything? Oh, video games is a great hobby though, to be fair. Man, that's actually so cool. Like, yeah, as I was saying before I got that, before I got that PB, I uploaded my first like thing on the channel today. My idea is I'm gonna do like a load of one-armed pull-ups, and then once I get like the goal that I set, I'll create a really long video and like talk about like doing like 1,000 one-arm pull-ups and how it like helped or like whatever, I don't know, made me stronger. But yeah, some guy commented on it and he was like, sweetest thing ever. He was like, this made me smile. I started my lifting journey like 1.5 years ago, and I was like, oh my god, that is so nice. Like, he was like, watching this made me smile. I was like, wow. I was like, fucking, you're 14. What? How did like that's wicked as well. Like the way I found out with video games is just they were always hanging around the house, and the father used to play PS2, so like we never got new consoles when we were younger. We had the Wii, Nintendo Wii, and we had the PS2, Game Boys, and whatever, and we never got a new console until recently. But man, 14 years old and you're into GT. How did you find out about the old GT games? That's so sick that like there's like an even younger generation than me. Like I remember when I was 12, I didn't have the internet, but I was like playing these games, and it was like there's like no one else like in my like vicinity. But you're 14. Damn. Yeah, man. To be fair, when I was 14 as well, I had no really other interest in video games. I just played Rocket League and obviously like these games when I finally got a console. But I didn't have any other hobbies either. Like I had hobbies, but none of them were like as important to me as video games. But wow, that's sick. It's weird being like generally in like when I talk to people in the community, like I'm the older guy. Know also about like GoldenEye 007 and shit. I actually had an old PS2 of my manual games I need to find again. Man, yeah, like I don't know about you. I inherited I don't want to say inherited. He's not dead, But like I got all my games and shit from like my family and stuff because they had them when they were like young. And man, playing the old video games is the best. 100% should. GoldenEye 007, I know a bit about the speedrunning community there, but I never. Isn't that on the GameCube? Am I mistaken? 007 GoldenEye speedrunning? Obviously, emulator as well, which is maybe what you play on, but I never had a PC or an emulator or a GameCube, so I could never play it. N64, sorry, yeah, I was thinking that's got the weird controller. That's sick though. Do you speedrun in GoldenEye? I know like a bit about it. I don't know if you know the YouTuber Carl Jobst or Carl Jobst. I used to watch his videos on it and stuff. Actually, there was a really like crazy world record that was set by like I can't remember his name, but I was going through speedrunners on Twitch and I just happened to pop into his chat after like he got this insane world record and it was like, wow, um, pretty cool. Tried to be on an emulator, but sucked too much. Yeah, I found fucking. I found whenever I tried to play on emulators, A, didn't work for me because it's on a crappy laptop, and B, I couldn't. I couldn't. I was too bad at it as well, obviously, because I didn't play much. That is so cool. Rain. I think it was Rain. Is Rain? That rings a bell. He was just sitting there playing, and I remember I like watched a Carl Jobs video on the GoldenEye thing, and then he just like out of nowhere got like this crazy world record he'd been going for, and I was like, oh, I just happened to pop in the right time. Actually, is Rain the guy that like was the GoldenEye prodigy? I know a bit about one of these speedrunners, and he like was apparently super young when he got into it, and then these guys like they started playing poker online to get him like the proper like console and stuff. Yeah, that's such a sick story, man. That is so cool. Also, I'm pretty sure my stream is like delayed as shit because I was watching it there like a few minutes ago, and it was like a 10 or 20 seconds behind. So I'm not I'm not sure if yours is the same, but I apologize if I'm airballing one or two of your questions for a few seconds. But man, yeah, fucking. I think the old speedrunning is like such a good community to be in. I used to speedrun some of the other. Nah, if it's that's chill then. That's cool. If it's only like 2 seconds. I used to speedrun the Ratchet and Clank games on this. I got quite good at Ratchet and Clank 3, if you know that one. And then I had the reason I actually stopped was because I had the option to get a PS3 to actually speedrun it better, like the proper way, because I have the PS2 PAL, which is like really bad. I had the option to get like a better one, or out of nowhere my mother was like, yo, if you want, you can like buy a Xbox Series X instead. Why would you get one of the old ones? Not like for me, she was gonna buy it for me, but she was like, I'll let you spend your own money on this if you want. And I was like, really? Because generally she's like super strict, but so I kind of ended where I started like speedrunning. I was just like, I guess I'm playing Rocket League now, but I still like keep up with all like the old games and stuff. Like I watch a lot of Super Mario 64. Obviously Super Mario 64, but I watch a lot of that. I still can't get over math. 14-year-old is so young to be into G. Like that's so cool. Like I did not have the attention. Like I did because I obviously played all these games, but I didn't have the attention span back then to stay like I didn't have the attention span to keep doing this. In other games I did for some reason, but in the driving game like GT, and what was another one? There's a different driving game I played as well. I did not have the attention span to keep going. Is English your first language? 'Cause you speak pretty good English. I hit the wall. I need to. I'm leaning forwards. We're locking in. Afrikaans. Um, that's your first language. Damn. It's like English is your second language, and you're like cracked. I'm really bad at languages. Well, actually, I'm alright at German and stuff, but we have to learn Irish over here. Like Irish has its own language that like no one speaks, and it's so fucking hard to learn. I've just been start resetting this like over and over. What am I doing? I might start turning off the ghost as well. Sometimes that helps, but sometimes it also just like waste runs because I can't tell if I'm fast or slow. But sometimes it makes me not follow the line of the thing. Ah. When you're typing, it's good, but when you speak it, it's dog water. Yeah, I'm kind of the same with Irish. My German's quite good. I can do both, but I suppose you don't have to. You can take your time to type. That way, like, if you didn't say you were like English wasn't your second language, I wouldn't have known. I would just thought like, oh, this guy's just a chill American, like. Yeah, man, I need to lock in for this because I've only improved by 0.1 in the last hour, and I know I've got way more in the tank. I might start taking a few riskier lines, see what I can come up with and change. But definitely starting to stagnate more. Generally, I'd find more time, but when I play for long times, I just fucking have a mental block, man. I need to lock in for a few minutes. I might shut the fuck up and stop speaking, to be honest. I need to turn. Yo, who knows? Shutting up and actually concentrating on the game helps you get a few runs through. That's crazy. I wonder if I can capitalize on my bad end. I'm getting a bad entry to it though. Hold on, PB? No, I had a kind of shit ending, but that's good. Okay, there we go. Ewing, pace, yes. Ewing College, no. In Ireland we have. Primary school, which is where you go to school from when you're 4 years old to, I think it's around 13. Then you go to secondary school, which is from like 14 to 18. Nah, actually, no, you must be entering younger. But secondary school is where you just like learn your subjects and stuff. It's like high school. And then after high school, you go to college. So I'm in my final year of high school. Basically, if you wanna look at it like high school, I'm in my final year of high school. But I'm on my Easter holidays right now, so I said I'd boot up some old GT4 and I'll have a blast. But what are you in? How do you have it in Africa? Making my way down to Africa. There's only one thing left that I could ever have. But yeah, I won't go to college next year. I'm gonna be working next year, and then after that year, I'm gonna get a car, and then I'm gonna go to college. My school begins Wednesday. Oh, yikes, Wednesday. That's not ideal. I hate starting midweek because I never get anything done. I go back to school next Go back to school when? Go back to school next Monday. Monday week. We get 2 weeks off for Easter, which is quite nice. Quite nice. But yeah. Ooh? I don't know. I could have done better. I'm gonna really try to slow down here. No, I just slide out. I know how to English oral on first day. Oh, English oral on the first day is not nice. You have to do orals that young is crazy. In my school we only have orals this year, and I have to do a German and an Irish one, which I did this week. That's crazy that you have to do one already. What do you have to do for that? Do you just have to speak English to an examiner? Like for my oral, we were given like these cards or pieces of paper, and like you were given pictures. You had to like describe what was happening in the picture. But yeah, I'm 18 and I'm doing my first like oral. When you have to do one when you're 14 is crazy. Like, how does he not slide out there? He just keeps. It's like his car has like Gorilla Glue. I need to do this turn better as well. He gets that line perfect there as well. I'm trying to do different things. Agree and disagree topics, basically, with opinions about why you agree. That actually sounds kind of difficult. We just like talk about ourselves and our family. That sounds like for 14-year-old in your second language. That seems like way more way more than we have to do. Like if you ask me about politics in German or Irish, I cannot talk about politics. Or like if you ask me about deep questions and subjects, I do not know. That's impressive. That's one thing I do find though. For some reason in the UK, like Ireland and England, the way they teach us languages is so bad. Like I've been learning Irish for like 16 years, and I genuinely am like, everyone in Ireland is so bad at Irish. Like it's stupidly taught. Like you never speak a word of it. It's all like written. The poetry you have to do is like depressing as fuck. But every other country I go to, like I have German cousins and stuff, and they like speak basically like fluent English, and I'm here like, what? That's kind of crazy. The freaking grade pass rate is literally 35, so bar is pretty low. Yeah, our pass as well is 35, so that's not too bad, but most people do pretty good in them. But like the levels in difference, like I could not talk German or English the way you're. Sorry, English. Yeah, no, I can't talk English, mate. I can't talk German or Irish the way you're talking English. I literally just have a. I don't have the vocabulary for it, which is kind of annoying. Like it's a bit of my own fault. If I really locked in, I know I could learn the languages better, but it's just because what we need to learn is so stupid. Like you're not actually learning like German or Irish. You're learning what the curriculum is. I need to do better on that turn. I'm not doing too bad though. At least I'm keeping up with my PB, and I have that instant time gain. Man, the world record. I still think I over 16 years ago is crazy for a world record. Crazy because I thought it was higher everywhere else. Like I think the same thing, but like I think yours is way higher than mine. I could speak German or Irish for you right now, and like I would be saying the most basic shit. But yeah, our education system like is really bad for most things other than maths. Like they just kind of hound you to do good at maths, and then like if you pass your maths, like so we have like higher level or ordinary level. So if you do higher level, it's way harder, but you get more points for college. But if you do ordinary level, it's way easier and you get less points. But like higher level maths, if you pass higher level maths, you get an extra like 25 points for no reason. It's just like, yeah, you did good. But all the other subjects, like, we're kind of cooked in. Like, we're not too bad, but like, it's just not ideal. Anyways, who gives a fuck? It's Ireland, man. We're all just stupid people over here. Yeah. I hate hitting that start while I'm being so stupid. Being so silly, goofy. Any ideas, guys, what I should eat? I want some food. I was thinking of cooking up some pasta and having some cheese with it. Just don't ask me any other subjects, because we all learned them in Afrikaans. Yeah. Biltong. What is biltong? I will try some biltong if I have some. I love other countries' foods though. Like, it's like over in Ireland we just eat the most basic shit. Like, it's not bad either, but like we eat the most fucking stupid shit. Like, it's getting better now as like more other cultures come in, but we just eat potatoes, spuds, ham, maybe a bit of cream sauce or something, like spice it up for a change. Okay, we have a run here. It's not very proud of it, but a run all the same. And I've fucked it up. Jerky basically, but with kudu. Ooh, I do like a bit of beef jerky. However, unfortunately, I live in the countryside and I can't just walk into town and get it. But I will actually put that on my shopping list for the gym. I will put that on the shopping list for my gym list, because I need to spice it up a bit. I'm getting sick of eating the same stuff. Like, I love going to the gym, but I hate dieting, man. I hate dieting. It's so dookie. I might switch back to the analog stick after this for a bit. See if it can stop this mental block I'm having. Like, I'm really consistent in tying my PB or staying with my PB even, but I'm not beating it. Also, I still don't understand this turn. I'm just fucking stupid, maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna start maybe following up with some of the worst runs and see if I can capitalize on my end mistake. Because this here also wasn't the best. I do live right next to the beach though, so I can walk outside. Oh man, you live next to the beach? So I can't walk alone outside. Yeah, my parents were very protective too when I was younger. They might loosen up when you get older. But that's sick. You live next to the beach. Man, I love beach, and I do kayaking. I used to do kayaking until it got too expensive. Oh man, I live like in the most like how do you put it, inward part of Ireland, as in like there's like no sea near me. So bad, but I love swimming in the sea. That is sick. We also have like no cool rivers. Like, they're all like small little streams. So if I want to go kayaking and do like waterfalls and shit, it's so far away. Like, I have to do like a 2.5 hour drive to get to everywhere. That's just fuel. And this economic crisis, fuel is not ideal to be spending money on. But man, that's fucking oof. Living next to the beach is so cool. Especially even when you do go to the beach in Ireland, like it's probably raining and cold as fuck. that Arctic, or not Arctic Sea, the Pacific Ocean? Atlantic? I think it's the Atlantic that's next to us. But yeah, oh man, living next, that's wicked. That is wicked as fuck. So what time is it for you in Africa? I'm gonna guess it's like, man, it's not late as fuck for you right now. It'd not be like, if Germany is like an hour ahead. I don't know if north and south makes a difference for time, but I know certain things do. I'm unfortunately going to have to charge my phone, so I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream, but I'll be back in a few. I'll be back.